England, the birthplace of football, the country that invented the very sport the entire planet is obsessed with. And yet, 60 years. 60 years since they last lifted a major trophy. Let that sink in for a second. Brazil's won it 5 times since then. Germany, 4 times. Even France has won it twice. England, once. 1966. A black and white photograph of glory that the entire nation has been chasing ever since. So why does this keep happening? Why does a country with this much talent, this much history, this much money pumped into its league, the richest league on earth, keep falling short on the biggest stage? Let's actually break this down. First, the weight of history itself becomes the problem. Every English player who pulls on that white shirt isn't just playing a football match. He's carrying 60 years of hope, 60 years of heartbreak, 60 years of a nation screaming it's coming home and watching it not come home. That's not just pressure. That's a psychological anchor tied around the ankles of 23-year-olds who are just trying to play football. And we've seen it play out the same way, tournament after tournament. Penalty shootouts that England somehow always seems to lose at the worst possible moment. 1990, 1998, 2006, 2018 against Croatia. So close, yet so far. There's actually a stat that sums this up perfectly. England have drawn more games in World Cup history than any other nation. 22 draws, more than anyone. That's not bad luck. That's a pattern. So is it the pressure, is it tactics, or is it something deeper, something cultural? Some say English football for decades was built on a certain mentality, heart, grit, running until you collapse, but maybe lacking the tactical sophistication that nations like Spain, Germany, or Argentina built into their footballing DNA from childhood. While other countries were teaching 8-year-olds how to play out from the back with calm precision, England was still obsessed with long balls and getting stuck in. But here's where it gets interesting, because right now, in 2026, something feels different. Thomas Tuchel, a manager with Champions League pedigree, a man who's won titles in 3 different countries, is now in charge. And under him, England didn't just qualify, they steamrolled their qualifying group. 8 wins, 0 goals conceded, 22 goals scored. That's not a team stumbling toward a tournament. That's a team that looks, for the first time in a long time, genuinely dangerous. And look at this squad. Harry Kane, closing in on becoming England's all-time World Cup top scorer. Jude Bellingham, already a Champions League winner before turning 23. Declan Rice, Bukayo Saka, both Premier League champions this season. This isn't a golden generation that might be good. This is a golden generation that's already winning things. Of course, and this is the part England fans don't like hearing, questions remain. Central defense depth is thin. Tuchel himself has never managed at a major international tournament before. And history has a brutal habit of repeating itself when it comes to the 3 lions on the biggest stage. So maybe the real question isn't, why does England always disappoint? Maybe the real question is whether 60 years of pattern can finally be broken by one tournament, one manager, one generation that simply refuses to repeat history. Because if there's ever been a year where England has the talent to finally silence 6 decades of heartbreak, it might just be this one. So tell me, do you think this is finally England's year, or are we about to watch history repeat itself one more time? Drop your prediction below. And if you want me to break down every England match as this tournament unfolds, make sure you're following, because this story is just getting started.